Your home with Buildaid on Mix 93.8. Proudly brought to you by AfriSam. AfriSam, creating concrete possibilities.
Your home with Buildaid. My name's Graham Alexander. I'm going to be chatting to Atisha from Saint Gobain, Gyprock. Atisha, welcome. Atisha, when it comes to other building systems, alternative building systems, creative building systems, as opposed to bricks and mortar, there's always been a bit of resistance to this. How do you find the market at the moment? Sorry, could I just say one more thing before I ask that question? Is about 6 years ago, new legislation came out in terms of SANS 10400 XA with regard to energy efficiency and so on, and I know your product fitted into that wonderfully. How's it gone with market acceptance?
I think that we're starting to see a gradual increase in terms of the uptake of innovative building materials and the use thereof within, various elements. If you just have a look at the development at Waterfall, there's predominantly brick and mortar, but people are starting to shift in terms of lightweight building solutions. There's a lot of methodology used within that specific area whereby we're seeing the likes of panels. We're starting to see the likes of dry line plasterboard interiors with insulation within the cavity. So it's growing gradually, and obviously to achieve the very high performance criteria that SANS 10400 XA and SANS 204 requires, you're going to have to be a lot more creative in the solutions and in terms of the componentry that goes into those solutions.
Something that Gyprock has offered for some time is training of different trades people, and I know you have I've seen it, an amazing centre in Midrand on training facilities. Is this something that's ongoing? Have you added to it recently? How's the training initiative?
Well, the training aspect is actually evolved quite fantastically. So what Saint Gobain Gyprock used to have in the past was a training academy that took in disadvantaged youth and actually trained them to an NQF level 2-3 qualification, and then placed them with the relevant contractors to help develop the skill within the market and obviously help penetration of an innovative building methodology. What's happened since is that we have now partnered with the National Youth Development Agency, which is an organization that is funded by the presidency. And Saint Gobain Gyprock will be opening up their first academy in February this year with the partnership. As I've mentioned, it's a tri-party partnership with Youth Build International, and our focus is then again predominantly disadvantaged youth. And what we've done differently across the last 2 years is we have an element of training whereby we bring in learners that have a disability. So we've trained deaf learners or hearing impaired learners with a skill, and we've now imparted that skill to them and placed them within contractors within the market.
On a less comfortable subject, which is fire safety, your products, and you can explain in a bit more detail, Atisha, but your products are fireproof, or most of them are. It's something that's been dealt with quite rigidly in the building regulations in the last sort of decade, the last 5 or 6 years, because it's been a serious problem in old age homes, hospitals, and so on. Just a quick overview, Atisha, without getting too technical, on how your products address this issue.
Well, we're at the forefront of developing innovative materials. So the materials that we use in developing our systems are obviously non-combustible, meaning they do not contribute to the spread of flame and they do not burn easily. And this is instrumental in terms of the decision making that happens within environments like hospitals, schools, etc., where you have mass groups of people that need to be evacuated in a fire scenario. Most of the times when a fire starts, and if it does start within your ceiling void and you have combustible material in there, it actually reduces your evacuation time, because it takes a fair amount of time and ability for you to realize that there is a fire before you're able to react. So non-combustible building materials is obviously front of mind in terms of any build that should take place.
Atisha, just before the break, I asked, or I was about to ask, where could a consumer, a homeowner, have a look at these products we're talking about, soundproofing and walls that go around curves and so on? Is this stuff on your website?
Most definitely. We have quite a few case studies, and remember, we are offering solutions across various sectors. So you're able to view our solutions within the healthcare, education, residential and commercial sectors, and all our case studies are downloadable. Further to that, we offer tours to Stand 47, where you can physically interact with the material, and we are located across the geographical footprint. So we do have various locations in terms of service centers, and you're able to interact with our product and have a look at some of those systems that we've been referencing.
Atisha, thank you so much for coming to chat to us.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks for having me.
And I look forward to doing it again, particularly with regard to alterations, and maybe we can put some case studies together. But for everyone out there, please visit the site and have a look at what we were talking about tonight, and curved walls and insulation and all of it. Chat to you next week. Ciao.